Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the Really Charlie podcast here on StreamYard. Also, Really Charlie on Facebook. Welcome tonight. Every week I anticipate doing something. We're coming live from Michelle's craft room, as you can see, with her cricket machine. Well, woo, Marvin Gaye, my boy, man. Love his music. Just mellows me right out, man. So, well, today I want to talk to you about a few things, Good afternoon, Michael. How you doing? Glad you're doing all right. Feeling healthy and wise. And nice to see that you're on board here. So, but today we're going to talk about a few different things, just kind of open discussion a little bit. I had some things on the subline there for, us to talk about TikTok, what's trending, a few other things. But I actually, I was on Facebook earlier and I seen that this UPS worker, he got recognized by his neighborhood. The dude was doing some good things, out there every day delivering packages, and the neighbors rewarded him with a sort of video tribute to him. Not a video, but they were all in the neighborhood thanking him, saying they love him, and it's good. It brought a tear to his eyes. And just to put that out there, these workers, these mail carriers, UPS workers, they're doing a lot. They're working hard. I tried it for 2 months and had to let it go. They don't have a lot of family time. Those companies want them there daily, sometimes working 10, 12-hour shifts. So, when you see a postal worker out there, whether it's a postal worker, delivery person from UPS, FedEx, whatever it may be, thank them. They work hard for their money. All right. So let's start with TikTok. Man, my granddaughter, she got me into this TikTok. I'm doing videos and watching her videos, and she just on my iPad doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And then when they're all in the house, you see them all getting involved with TikTok, doing their little group videos and so on and so forth. But I love it. It's a good trend. Keeps me laughing. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to share a screen, some of my videos, and let's go here, check it out a little bit here. And in this video is me and one of my granddaughters, Soraya. She's a classic. This girl keeps me laughing every day.
Do it.
You need to do my hair.
Yeah, look.
It's because you're pulling it. This girl's a trip, man. My hair's a little crazy. No thanks to her, I guess, huh?
You need to do my hair. Yeah, look.
It's because you're pulling it. She's a trip. So we did a few videos.
Girlfriend, I went to go see that Soraya chick, and she left my hair all wet.
The girl is a trip,
Girlfriend,
man.
I went to go see that Soraya chick, and she left my hair all wet.
Oh, man. This is her. Something I was fooling around with. This COVID. Hashtag stay home. I didn't mind it for a while. Got a little bored too.
Listen.
My all-time favorite.
Everything that you were at this house, you can touch everything at Grandma's house.
Okay.
Okay, then what? Listen, Linda.
See, I learned Spanish too.
En 500 metros das vuelta a la derecha y por allá te vas derecho.
All them years hanging with Julio, I learned something.
En 500 metros das vuelta a la derecha y por allá te vas derechito a la verga.
Oye, Siri, ¿por dónde?
Gotta make it fun. Gotta make it fun. Oh no, it's Kaya. Love that smile.
How can you drink right after a funeral like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sam, you just left the house of the Lord, and now I'm in my house. How can you drink right after a funeral like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sam, you just left the house of the Lord, and now I'm in my house. How can you drink right
Oh,
after a
our
funeral
boy, Red
like this?
Fox. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. So, most of the time, I'm on Facebook doing my thing, talking to everyone, and I love being on social media. It's my thing. If a good game isn't on, what I'm gonna do is basically be on my iPad, my phone, doing my thing. So, good evening. How you doing? I'm trying to do double duty. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Doing my thing. But I don't mind social media. It's taking the place of TV in a little bit, and part of the my free time. I don't mind being on it. I do my poetry, write a few lines here or there. I just kind of started dabbling with some songwriting. Hopefully, my good relative there, Kristen Speller, will help me out. Grammy Award winner. She can help me out writing some songs. Maybe I can get paid. But poetry and music goes hand in hand. That's what it is. And so I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try, do my best with it, and see what happens. Put my material out there and see what we can do. But it is what it is. You don't knock it till you try it, and you never know how good you are until you try it. So, but yesterday I had an opportunity as a fan to watch my beloved Celtics, and I was pissed. Boy, man, I did just. I'm telling you, that team. I mean, the team, the coach, everybody's got to wake up. They got to wake up. They kind of going through the motion, get hyped up in the off season, and thinking that, just because what they did last season in the bubble is going to be the reality right now, this year. And all in all, it's not going to be the reality. The way they're playing is kind of pathetic. I'm glad I was home. I'm glad I wasn't paying a ticket out there in Boston watching that game. Because I guarantee you that game, the Boston fans would have booed them. They would have booed them right just as much as they were booing, they would have been booing Kyrie, and they would have definitely reversed it and booed them. All them 3-pointers. What was it, about 86 shots, 3-pointers? It was crap. That was crap. Like I made mention on one of my posts that I was talking about. All they were doing is everybody was shooting a 3 except Robert Williams. Everybody shot a 3-pointer, and it was driving me crazy. I mean, I think, it was just Robert Williams that didn't chuck up a 3, but everybody else was, and they all sucked. They all sucked a lollipop. Drove me crazy. I couldn't believe it. So I'm gonna read a little comment here that I put earlier today, and about Coach Stevens, and he's got to get control of this team, and he's totally lost it. He lost control of it, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He has no control whatsoever. Need somebody on that bench that can control this team. Talk to him. What was it? Shannon Sharp. Put him on that bench just so he can talk about people, talk about everybody. Put him on that bench, just on the edge of the bench. Let him talk about Marcus Smart and his stupid 3-pointers. When Tatum's kind of playing soft, Jalen's playing soft with his dribble and it's getting stolen. Get on him. Put Sharp on that bench. Somebody. Big perk. Get him out of the studio. Put him on that bench. So earlier today, I had posted on a Really Charlie group on Facebook, and I put, the time is now. This is an opportunity to let Coach Stevens go. The Celtics have some aces in their hand with Tatum and Brown, and he has no control of the game. He has lost the respect of the team because everyone is throwing up bad shots after bad shots with no fear that someone else is coming in for them. Even the rookies were shooting at will. Coach Stevens, your time has expired, and thank you very much. You had the right idea at times, but now your basketball philosophy doesn't fit this team. And it doesn't. We have nobody along that arc or who can sit at that arc and just toss up a 3, similar to like Ray Allen was, and we expected it to go in. We got an old man that's not on the team, Kyle Korver. Get him. I'd rather see him on that bench coming in periodically instead of putting some of these other guys out there, that just cannot make a shot. They can't. They're wide open. Nobody's near them. Look at Brooklyn, what they did yesterday. They sagged in that paint. They were as close to that bucket as they could without getting some defensive penalty or anything like that. And they just clogged it in. And just let them chuck it up. They just let them chuck it up, and it drove me crazy, But what can we do? We're just fans. Danny Ainge is in charge, and that's the guy he wants on the bench. Well, me personally, I think it's time for him to go. Even right now, I don't need 10, I don't need 20, I don't need 30 games to make that decision, because he's been consistent every single year. The way he coaches, he just allows that team to do what they want for how long they want. And when he takes them out, he puts somebody in that does exactly the same as that other player. So I had enough of him. We have people in TV, sportscasters that are very capable of running this team. Mark Jackson, plenty others. Bring them on board. Give them a green tie and put them at the end of that bench. And you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference that they're going to show and prove, regardless of what kind of contract Tatum has, Jaylen Brown has, regardless. Put a new guy in there. Guess what? Y'all going to see a new energy. They're going to show and prove, because right now they don't have to prove anything to Coach Stevens. Nothing at all. They don't have to prove anything. Every day, every night, they're going to be in the starting lineup, and every day they're going to get their 30 plus minutes to do what? Win, lose, win, lose. Inconsistent, driving me crazy. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let's see. What are your thoughts on it? Let's check out. Let's see here. He should have said some jokes like Robin Williams would have. Oh, well, so I don't understand that, Mike. Robin Williams. He's talking about basketball, Michael. But anyways, hey, Justin, how you doing? Love you, bro. Supported me throughout my campaign running for mayor. I really, really appreciate it. I really do. A good dude. Much appreciation. So, as you see, I got my shirt on here. www.iamstill.com for my boy Lionel. Yo, he's creating some good gear. He's definitely, you should check out that page and that website, www.iamstill.com. Check him out. Support a local brother doing his thing. So, yeah, Michael, the Celtics were a joke, bro. They definitely was. And I'm not tired, but, they got to do something. I'll continue to voice my opinion about it as much as I can. So, let's see. I'm going to check out the Really Charlie podcast here on Facebook, see if there's any comments here. Got some football games on. Unable to watch them right now, but, every day is a good NFL day as far as I'm concerned. Don't like the postponement of games, but sometimes we luck out. And we get to see a game on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, then back on Sunday. And in this case, this week, we're seeing it on Saturday. So, love my football. Love sports, period. So, feel free to, send a comment here. You want to talk about something, we'll talk about it. But this is the Really Charlie podcast. And feel free to send me an email anytime, any place. My email is reallycharliepodcast@gmail.com. You want to talk about something next week, a few weeks after, whatever, send me an email. I check it out. I'm also on Anchor and Spotify, where I'll air this audio sometime tomorrow. And you feel free to leave a message. You can leave a voice message on Anchor, on the podcast, and it will come directly to me, and I'll listen to it, and I'll definitely talk about what you want to talk about. That's what it is. Really Charlie podcast. So, and this week we had a good storm, and the snow is slowly disappearing, which is good. Some areas not so lucky, but I don't mind the snow a little bit. Actually, let me change. I do mind the snow. Snow is tough. It's bad. It's dangerous. But I also don't like the massive heat that we have in some areas of this country. So, but let's see. Let's check out what's trending. What's trending here? This podcast thing is all right. We got local people. We got Brian Magnet, Eddie Hunter on WNB Radio, and they're doing their thing, playing nice music and getting us going. And we got Mike Herron and Mika and Fall River doing their thing, with their podcast. And it's good. It's good to see local people involved. Young man, was it Lucas Vicente with his sports podcast? That kid's good. I love him. I hope he continues what he's doing. So, hey, Julio, my brother, love this dude. He's been aces to me since we were children, and I don't care what it takes. You ask me for something, brother, I'm gonna be there. Love you to death. Mike Go, thanks for that score. 21-13. Buffalo. Hey, Denver is no joke. They're challenging everybody. But Buffalo, man, that team they're pretty good, man. So, but like I said, I think it's going to be Kansas City and the Steelers at the end. Buffalo's quarterback Allen, he kind of scares me sometimes. Big Ben does too, Those two are definitely going to throw an interception or two in the game. So whether it cost you the game or not, but they guarantee you to do something stupid, So, but I got Big Ben bringing his team out to Kansas City and doing that thing. I like Baltimore, but Steelers stay here. Yep. So, but a lot of people are sleeping on the NFC with Green Bay. I think they're gonna go far and surprise a lot of the teams that we think that are going to be there, like the Saints or maybe Seattle. Seattle is the defense scares me. They just don't gut it together. But Russell, man, he can throw the ball. Those receivers are definitely all pros. So, but hey, I don't. Let's see. Check out all these comments here. Hey Julio, where's your niece Abel? Need to get him on here. I need to invite him on the screen and crack some jokes. I have to get him on here next week sometime, and do some Cabo Rican humor. So COVID is once again it's getting us a little scared. People are dying, but we got the right medicine coming our way. I don't care what anybody says. Jake, take it. The serum is not going to kill you. Afraid of the cold weather. He should be home, and I'm on a detail, but I'll text him. All right, bro. Make that money. Make that money. Getting pimped by Wendy, doing his little details. You gotta keep mama happy, you know. So we what I like to do is I like to invite some of you on. We have the capabilities of inviting people on screen with me. So what we can do in the future is if you want to speak to me, you know, go on the air, kind of going back and forth about whatever, I can invite you to the screen. Whether it be you and I, or you, I, and someone else, and we can talk about anything, crack jokes, talk sports, whatever it may be. So feel free every week would, you know, send me a comment like you're doing now and just say, hey, Charlie, invite me. And I'll put you on the screen and we'll check you out. You know, we'll talk about anything. Just don't talk about my mama. So, but, you know, there was a lot of things on the what's trending I'd like to talk about. But right now it's everything's about politics, and I'm trying to get away from that. You know, I'm trying to close this year on a good note, and don't want to bring some craziness to the screen or craziness between us as host and viewer, or friend and friend, or family and family. Just trying to avoid all that stuff, you know. And I think that if you don't give it any fire, it's going to eventually die out. So that's what I'm trying to do with all this politics. Just keep it away, and don't need to get involved in it. It's always going to be there, but right now I just want to avoid it. So another thing I seen is my boy Charles Barkley. That boy, I don't know. His name's Charlie for a reason. He don't like being Charlie, but I'll call him Charlie anytime I want. He can't get me, fat bastard. So, only joking. But he made this quote on he was on Instagram, and he says he sent a message out to Kyrie. You know, I had high hopes on Kyrie, so you know, if you hear me talking bad about him, it's just that I wish he was here, and I wish he was able to make it work here. I like his game, but you know, he wanted to do his thing like always. It's all about him. But Charles Barkley says he starts talking about what an artist is. He said, "You dribble a basketball. Stop acting like you're the smartest person in the world. Shut the hell up and talk basketball." And it's true. Talk basketball. It's some of these athletes have no life experience. All they were given was a basketball and go play. And if you had the talent, people wanted to see you. And not too many people were telling you no, because they wanted you on the court to produce some wins for their team, whether it be AAU, high school, college, whatever it may be. And they didn't tell you no. So they don't have any life skills. Everybody's just giving them their way. And Kyrie's no different. You know, the dude is, he's just going crazy, saging up the whole gymnasium. Want that good karma to come in? Yeah, it came in for you guys. Lit up them Celtics. Hey, Julio, I do not think Coach Stevens, he has no control whatsoever. They were chucking up them 3-pointers like no tomorrow. Like, I don't know. It was like everybody got the ball. It's 5-4-3, shoot. It driving me crazy. So I don't think he's a fit because he don't have no control. We had some coaches that were kind of in control. A lot of shit, whether it be Doc, Thibault, New York Knicks coach there, the defensive wizard there. I can never pronounce his name, but even him, he had them young dudes playing a couple of days ago. So, but let's see. Listen, I know who this is. See this comment here, folks? See it? It says Facebook user. And it says, hello, secret lover. Cannot wait for tomorrow on the Pats and Dolphins. Well, I'm going to let you know who this secret person is. This is no other than Abel. Abel is he's after me. Thank God I got Michelle on my side to keep him at bay. I got Julio that can kind of tame him, but the dude he's a bully. He's a bully. But Abel, I'm gonna let you know right now that your Dolphins better bring their game. They better be ready because this is their opportunity to go to the playoffs. They're gonna be there anyways, but they need to do it right. They need to win and beat the Pats and continue to win to the end of the season. Because if they go up to Buffalo for any reason, there's no way your little sunbirds are going to even do anything out in Buffalo. So, anyways, my man, my big cuz here says, how you doing? Oh, man, look at your pretty sister in that profile picture. I miss her. And I miss her phone calls. She would call me every other week just to check on me, tell me something, tell us about, what's going on out there in CT and out in. But, man, I miss her. She's a gem, definitely. Because I love you says, I love you. You're the best. So, Abel, I'm glad you agree with me. Really glad you agree with me. So, but, all right. Well, we're going to do something here. I'm going to kind of try to do something here as best I can. And I'm going to kind of close this out with some poetry. No, I'm not going to close it. We still got some time here. But I'm going to try to read some of my poetry, and so bear with me right now. This poem is called At the Door, and one of my favorites. I really love this poem. I was invited to go to an event and kind of read this poem, and added some music to it. Brian Culberson, and so I'm going to try to recite it as best I can. So bear with me, okay? And let's see. Let's check it out here. At the door. Answering the doorbell seems to be routine. Maybe it's just a routine visitor. A common carrier or a Girl Scout saying, hello, sir. Opening the door, surprised to see it was the woman I adore. Trench coat on during a summer day. Before I had anything to say, I was viewing Victoria's Secret sexies. A black and red corset with 3/4 nets. They were just as high as the thigh and down to the pumps with 2-inch heels. Oh baby, don't tease the sex appeal that is whipping my zipper. Smooth ankles wearing a gold and diamond anklet. Closing the door as viewing the lips that were so wet. Strawberry gloss with a tongue showing at its tip. As Lady Luck says hello. At the door, hands showing polished nails, naturally clear coated. Hands and arms extending as the vibes of my heart is sending a loving message to hold her heart and seek all their parts. Those lusting lips and the smooth wiggle of the hips. Crease, the wide with the grasp of her thigh is to die for. The questing of a diamond at the door, treasuring the bait lure of fragrant smells that are throbbing the senses. Touching my face and feeling her lace across my abs as we stand beyond the threshold. Instantly, nothing is cold, but my romances didn't need to be told to make entering the door worth our while. Passionate swipes to turn off the lights. The hugs and rubs become a dance across the floor. Passing the love seat and into a couch plunge. Landing on my back in a face full of her breast rack. Saddening and saying, oh Lord, like she was praying. My sweat was like holy water blessing her as if it was her baptism. Heaven must be missing an angel because she was at my door. The vaginal moves that made me roar. Back thrusts make the sweat slide as we trade places during this ride. Special delivery at the door. Hey. Thank you for listening to my Poetic Pulse, aka A Poetic Pulse. That's me. I'm going to try to read some poetry every time we come on. And hopefully you enjoyed it. So, yeah, Tanya, I hope you liked it. Yeah. I try to do the best I can here. Hey, Galen, how you doing? Love you. Always supporting me. Girl's wonderful. Remind me of your mama. Always on point. Always ready to support people. Family first in your eyes. I know that. But love you. Do you still have your books for sale? And if you do, how can we get any of them? Any volumes? Well, I got a lot of my books through Amazon. I'll try to post a link on the Really Charlie podcast site on Facebook. I'll get those links together and I'll post them tomorrow. In the morning, I'll post them so you can have them. Definitely, I really appreciate the support. Love the support. And eventually I'm going to make one of these podcasts or one of these evenings. What I'm going to do is just strictly keep it poetry. and kind of read and write. Actually, not write, but kind of recite some poetry with some music in the background, and just like I just did. I'm gonna try to do the best I can. Sometimes I'll stumble on some of my words, but I'll get the point out. And me personally, I love poetry. I love speaking about romance. I love talking about romance. It's the thing I like to do. Um, I also put a book out there that was kind of rated R. It's called Shades Down, Face to Face, which is strictly adult material. So, but that book, I loved it. I read it several times, and definitely a book that will tease and get you ready to please somebody. But so I continue. I write every day. I call it thinking and writing, and try to bring my poetic blessings to Facebook so y'all can read. But feel free to send me any kind of photos, images that you may want me to write about. Might send me a title or two, and I'll definitely write about it. I'll take anything that people send me, and I'll try to challenge my poetry and challenge my creativity by writing about that particular picture. And it could be almost anything. It could be a picture of you and you and a wife, you and a husband, you and a girlfriend, whatever it may be. And I'll just write about it. And I try to do the best I can. And even birthday cards, holidays. I don't. I can create them. As you see behind us, we got all kinds of stuff back there. I can create a card for you if you wish. So yeah, I had you at hello. Well, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I had your attention. So, but feel free, please join the Really Charlie podcast on Facebook. Um, get in tune with what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to offer. I'm trying to offer a podcast where we can talk about anything. There's several out there, but this is me and you. All the years that I've talked to people, whether with my career, giving them the best advice that I can. Well, I'd like to do that here on this podcast where we can talk about it. And actually, it's definitely it's public. So, but in this case, you can send me a private chat on StreamYard, and I'll feel free to send me something on the Really Charlie group page on Facebook, and I'll get back to you. I try to keep my iPad close by my phone, and so I can read the messages in my inbox. So, but it's a comment. By the way, my brother, how was your birthday? Hey, my birthday was fine. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Family does their thing. There's one thing, we try to celebrate everybody's birthday, and because tomorrow isn't guaranteed, so you should send well wishes and share birthdays together. It's very important, especially with your immediate family, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. So, but my birthday was good. And Abel, how was your birthday? I know it must have been crazy. You can have a celebration all by yourself. My boy Abel Marcio, this dude is nuts. He's definitely, nothing helps him. Medication, alcohol, music, uh, anything. Nothing helps him. Even the good mother and father he has, they cannot cure this dude. He is nuts. He's crazy. But so he can celebrate and make a party all by himself. So we got about maybe 15 minutes. So please send me some comments. And I would like to discuss whatever you want to here. So God bless you and your family and all our good friends, man. Blessings to everyone. Yep. The last hope for Abel is a miracle in church. But look, before we allow that man to go into a good church, we have to definitely call the fire department because that church may go up in flames with him walking on the doorsteps, regardless if it's made of stone, brick. It's gonna come down. I'm only joking. He's a good dude. Hey, remember Puerto Rico, Julio? That was crazy. Actually, we should have paid that. We should have paid your niece Abel. We should have paid him. And that's an inside joke. We call Abel his niece. But we should have paid that dude. We should have gave him some money because we laughed for all those days from start to finish constantly because of him. And when he was quiet, we were stirring up something to get him going. Crazy. What was that? Remember that day we went to that restaurant on the hill there, Baco Grand, whatever. I forget the name of it. And so, but that was hilarious. Hey, we'll start that. You said Cape Rican show. It's more like the Cabo Rican show. We'll start that. You and I, but we got to keep it cool. We got to be cool now. All right. We want nobody streaming us and putting it all over the place. But yeah, I like to set that up. We're gonna have to talk. Maybe you can do it in a week or two. And my work schedule is Monday through Friday, weekends off. So I'm back at the bus company doing my thing. Dos Lagos, that's the name of it. Dos Lagos. Hey, that restaurant that thing was perfectly placed where you can eat a nice steak, some rice and beans, look over the water. Oh, that was great. And it was raining. It was pouring pretty good, but we enjoyed our time there. So Lagos dos Pocos. All right. Hey, excuse my translation here. So, all right. Says, what do you got? Before I sign out, please tell the wifey I said hello, cuz. Yes, I will. I will. She is actually she's on the road right now. I'm gonna go meet her right after this show. And but I will tell her. And as for you, you stay safe, stay healthy. I love you. You're a great cousin. And I'm not just saying that because we're on the air. You know that. All right, let's see. Well, all right. What I'm gonna end with talking about Marvin Gaye. What I first want to highly recommend to everyone is to get Audible. Get Audible. Sign up with that. There's so many books that can entertain you, teach you something. I mean, it's out there, and definitely sign up for that. And what I happened to do this last week is I was reading or listening to Audible, and I purchased Divided Soul: The Life of Marvin Gaye by David Ritz, and it was David Ritz had interviewed Marvin over the years, and he had enough material to make a book. And this book is definitely deep, and it goes into a lot of struggles with Marvin and his father fighting over the years, which actually led to them beefing and Marvin getting killed by his dad. And Marvin was always protective of his mom. He didn't like the mistreatment that dad was giving to the mom, and he stuck up for him, and he ended up beefing with his dad, bruising him up, and dad shot him twice. Once to get him away, and then, actually was away, and then he shot him again. That really killed him. So, but it talks about a lot of things. Marvin and being discovered later on, going on to Motown, and marrying Berry Gordy's sister named Anna. And then later on, seeing another Janice Gaye, which he called her Jan, and they had two kids. Ironically, the their daughter was named Nona Gaye, which is my mom's name. So Nona and Frankie, and so that book was pretty interesting. So that was one side of the story. So I kept searching in Audible, and I seen that Jan Gaye wrote a book also. So I'm starting that this week, and it gives me the other side of the story too. So I highly recommend Audible, and maybe checking out those two books. And there's plenty other ones. I like Dick Gregory. I like listening to some of the stuff that he says, and it gets me going, teaches me. Like Mr. John Clark says, I'm trying to learn me something today. Well, that's why I'm with Audible. I'm trying to learn me something today. So, well, all right, folks. Let me conclude with the Really Charlie podcast, where we can really talk about what you want to talk about. Feel free to get in touch with me on Facebook, the Really Charlie group. Send me an email, reallycharliepodcast@gmail.com, and we could talk about anything. And not to end it, not to, I actually have this podcast set up on Spotify and also Anchor. So what you can do is feel free to find a Really Charlie podcast and leave a message. You can leave an electronic message, and I could listen to it and then get right back to you. So I'm here every Saturday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. And I really want to open this up to one day you should podcast topless. Yeah, that will excite everybody. I am not doing that there, buddy. maybe by summertime, I'll look a little bit better. But this shirt is staying on, and it's a good shirt, right? I am still ill.com. Purchase a shirt like this. You got hoodies, got hats, you got everything. I know Walker, my man, definitely doing good things in the city. So I just want to say good night. Make love until you see the sunlight. Just don't make love by yourself. Love y'all. God bless. You're the best.